Never came around much anyways, as long as he got his rent money.
The relationship between Shane and his landlord isn't a close one. He says he didn't really care who he rented from. But the Iowa City Senior Housing Inspector says tenants need to consider more than just the quality of the property.
You need to be careful as a tenant to make sure that you're working with a trustworthy landlord.
Laverman says a trustworthy landlord does not break city policies. But there's one policy that gets broken a lot. According to the city's housing code, every single house in Iowa City has an occupancy limit. In most places around campus, that number is limited to 3 people per house. Now, landlords are supposed to inform the tenants about this policy, and while sometimes they do, but sometimes they don't.
The landlord knows that I live here, but we're only allowed to have 3 people on the lease, so he knows that I live here and I pay the same rent as everybody else, but I'm not allowed to be on the lease.
Keith's landlord told him not to include his name on the mailbox either, so the city wouldn't find out. But another student told me his landlord wasn't as upfront.
I was the last supposed person to sign, and then I never had at least 2 sign. He said, no, you can't be on the lease or whatever.
When the city saw 4 names on the mailbox instead of 3, they told Zach and his roommates that one person had to leave immediately.
We have moved people out of places, mid-semester.
Zach went into hiding instead.
We had to hide my bed behind the couches. And
When the city came back to check on Zach, there was no sign of him living there, so they left. If caught breaking this rule, you'll be charged $750 for the first offense. But the fine would be on the landlord if they failed to mention the rule at all. Leandra Verink, Daily Iowan TV.